Friends, welcome to our Friday's Thought for the Day. It comes from the New River Methodist Circuit in North London. Today, I would like to introduce you the joyful Son of God, that is Jesus. There was a story about a young boy called Thomas. He was 11 years old. At school, for some time, he was having his share of trouble. He wouldn't pay attention, many times failed to submit his homework on time. And generally, he was not doing well at all at school. His parents, though they were not religious, decided to change of school, thinking the change of school might do Thomas some good. So, they took him to a Catholic school. From the first day on, the parents noticed a change in Thomas. First day, Thomas came home from school, went straight to his room and did his homework. His marks were improved. His behavior also started to change. At the end of the first term at his new school, things were so much better for Thomas. He focused fully on his education and received good report on his behavior. So, his parents asked Thomas, "Son, tell us, what made you to be different at the new school? Is it the uniform or the discipline?" they asked. "What is it that has made such a dramatic difference in you?" "Well," replied Thomas, "Mom, the first day I walked into that school and saw a huge painting of a guy nailed to a cross. Immediately I felt that these people meant business. So I should better get on with it, don't I?" Fear is a friend of rabbits and humans. When danger is near, both run away. But we will never be intimate with those who frighten us. Can you remember the film Mel Gibson made The Passion of Christ, the crucifixion of Jesus? Jesus bore that cross, humiliation, pain, and agony. Jesus was a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. That's why none of us need to suffer, especially suffer alone. But Jesus was also a man of joy, acquainted with celebration, one who seldom missed a party. Critics called him a friend of sinners, taxpayers, and adulterers. When the Pharisees criticized Jesus for healing a man on the Sabbath, Jesus said this: "If you have a sheep who falls into a pit on the Sabbath, wouldn't you help it out? How much more valuable is a man than a sheep?" In John's Gospel, we don't have the temptation story first. That's in Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Jesus' first encounter recorded in John's Gospel is not with Satan in the wilderness where he is tempted from hunger to turn stones into bread. Instead, in John's Gospel, we have Jesus being invited to a wedding in Cana of Galilee, where he is challenged to change water into wine. Here, in this pandemic rolling on for more than 16 months, restricting our social life and with fear, all around us. Now we are expecting the lifting of the lockdown, even though we are aware of another wave of coronavirus infection. The country is coming out of its isolation. Scientists are saying it is now safer to be a community again. This is the time for all of us to paint a picture of a smiling Jesus. But to say that, I have seen plenty of pictures of Jesus on a cross, and I have seen only a very few of a smiling Jesus. Friends, I want to tell you that the joy of the Lord is your strength. Nehemiah chapter 8 verse 10. Let me praise my Maker while I have breath, and when my eyes shall close in death, praise shall employ my nobler powers. As the writer of Hebrews in chapter 12 verse 2 says, let us fix our eyes on him, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame. The Jesus I want to know is the joyful Jesus. Do you know him? And I hope you will be acquainted with him. Amen.